What's up, Panda Gang? Welcome back to my lovely kitchen. No, it's been a while. It's been a few days. There's some great feedback on the other videos, so I appreciate you guys. We're gonna keep this series going. I know you guys feeling these cooking videos. I feel them too. And plus, I get to eat afterwards, so that's a plus for me. As you all saw by the title, we're gonna be making Homer's famous donut. Either Homer advertising that company super well, or that donut actually really that good.
Donut.
But we're gonna be making Homer's donuts in this video. So let me show you guys what you need. All right, so this recipe is gonna call for a few things. We got parchment paper, got some strawberries. Obviously, you got icing. You're gonna need 2 tablespoons of butter. This is gonna be my little donut maker. I'll show you how to use it in a bit. Obviously, you're gonna need some yeast. You need an egg. You're gonna need some powdered sugar and all-purpose flour. Obviously, some measuring utensils, and this is just to sift out the flour, and this is gonna be for your milk. So let's do it, guys. So what I'm gonna do over here is warm up some milk. You're gonna need 1 cup of milk for this. You must warm up your milk so that it will activate with the yeast once you put it in. And let me get my measuring cup. All right, but you don't want it too hot, because if it's too hot, then it's not gonna turn out right. So I'm gonna measure 1 cup of milk here and give it about 30 seconds to warm up, nothing crazy. If you do it halfway heat, just wait about 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna add it to the bowl. Okay, it's feeling hot, you know what I mean? We gotta make it hot. This is Panda's kitchen. We hot in here, you know? Okay, perfect. All right, so the milk is good to go. You see those little bubbles right there? It's a little steamy, so I'm gonna have it cool down for like a minute before I start using it. So over here at our table, I'm gonna start sifting my flour. One cup and 3/4 of, that's only 1 cup right there, of flour. And what this does, it just removes impurities from your flour, so it's easier to work with. All right, we are good to go. So it's just a little bit of stuff in there. It's not nothing crazy, but you just never know. You always want to make sure you're clean, you know? So now we got our flour to the side. We're gonna start mixing our yeast. In this case, we got the milk. 1/8 cup for our sugar. That's gonna go in here. I like to crack my eggs with one hand because hand is just smooth like that. I'm gonna whisk that up. Perfect. And now you get your 2 teaspoons for your yeast. Got 1 and 2. Perfect. Now the tricky thing about yeast is that the key ingredient for it to rise is sugar. But you don't want to add too much, and you don't want to add too little. And then you're gonna wait for about, let's give it about 3 to 5 minutes to see how it does. All right, and let's let it sit for a bit. Our yeast activated very, very nicely. Look at that, it's beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and pour this in here. Here we go. I like to add a little bit at a time just in case I use too much, because you don't want it to be over yeasty, but it looks like I did great with the measurements. So we're good. I'm gonna mix that in there. Also, I actually forgot the salt. I had to put the salt in there. And salt just brings out the flavor. It's like, it just brings out the flavor of the donuts. So we're not making nothing weird, but salt will definitely add flavor to anything. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add my 2 tablespoons of butter and put that in there. And make sure the butter's room temperature, okay? All right, and this is the part that gets fun. If it's too dry, add oil. And if it's too watery, add a little bit of flour. And I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands because I'm gonna knead the dough. All right, I'm gonna use my hands for the rest. This reminds me of making dumpling. My dad used to make me make dumpling when I was younger, and this is how we would do it sometimes. And the method you want to use is you want to make sure that you're pulling it up and that you're kneading it in the middle. There you go, just like that. Looks like this is some great dough. So I'm actually gonna take the rest of this out the bowl. And I know you guys are like, well, you have the mixing bowl behind you. I like to do things by hand. When you're kneading the dough, make sure your surface is clean. In this case, my surface is definitely clean because don't play with me. And you're gonna lightly flour your surface. Just a little bit. Y'all better move that dough. All right. Just like that. Make sure you stretch it out. It's gonna take a few, this is gonna take a few minutes. You want it to be very stretchy, like this. Very stretchy, very elastic. So I'm gonna put the rest of this inside the bowl, but I'm gonna clean the bowl. And we're gonna let this proof and sit for about an hour. Let me see. I'm gonna put it on 170. If you're like me and you're not too fancy, right? I don't have a proofer, but that's okay. We can use what we have. And that's the good thing about cooking, is that you always can utilize what you have. You don't necessarily have to have every single thing. So I'm gonna lightly grease the bowl with some oil. Lightly grease. There we go. Swirl it around. All right. And we're gonna add our dough. There we go. Good to go, dough. And the key part to this is that you wanna cover it. I need the saran wrap from last time. Oh, it's already rising, to be honest. So I'm just gonna cover it like that. Yeah, perfect. All right, make sure it's nice and sealed. Maybe a little air, little baby air, but not too much. I'm gonna clean a little bit, but I hope you guys are enjoying this video, and stick around for more, guys. We're gonna be doing this a lot. I really love this series so far. I'm loving cooking with Panda. You guys are making this possible for me. I've got a lot of good feedback on the other video, hence the scraping, which I do apologize for. I hope your day is going well. My day is great. It didn't start off so great, but it's good now. I was struggling trying to find everything. By the way, let me know what your favorite donut is. You will not believe what mine is. I really love I love original, plain, aka old-fashioned donuts. You know, the ones that have absolutely nothing on them. I know, I'm weird. My dad, he used to eat them like that too, so I guess I got it from him, but let me know what your favorite donut is. Look at that, doubled in size. Very soft to the touch. I think we're ready. Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna take our dough. Look how soft and nice it is, guys. That's exactly what you want it to be. Just like so. It's very stretchy, very easy to work with. So what I'm gonna do, you could do two things. You can roll it into something that looks like this and cut it like that, or we could flatten it and go from there. But I think I'm gonna try this method because I'm so used to doing it like this already. Let me go ahead and restart. So you wanna roll your dough roll it out into a log, like so. And it's just, like I said, this is just preference for me. I usually do it like this, roll it out. This might yield, I wanna say this might yield about a dozen, but let's see. And then I'm gonna slice it just like so, okay? In this case, I do not have a dough cutter, but I do have a spatula. You don't need like a knife or anything because this is a little better. Measure out with 3 fingers. Let's see. Yeah, a dozen, perfect. So, pinch, roll, flatten. And it looks like our yeast and all that did a great job. So I'm pretty proud of myself. You know, the way that it's rising, and the texture is the most important part. Alrighty. So now here's the best part, and I should have did it on the parchment paper to begin with, but like I said, I did it the hard way. So you're gonna place these on your parchment paper, and we're gonna go ahead and proof them again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flatten these out like this. Lightly flatten, please. Just like that. Move these ones over. As you can see, they're still rising, so that's a good sign. These are gonna turn out great, I can feel it. So lightly flatten like this. Just like that. And here's the fun part. So if you don't have a donut cutter or anything that'll form into a donut, no problem, you can use a piping bag tip. As long as you get a hole, you're fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and pinch the hole in the middle. Just like that. Take the remaining dough out, and you can actually make that into another donut. And that's what you get, just like this. So, and you're gonna repeat that for every single one. It's so far so good, and you guys should hit that like button, definitely, because Panda will never lead you astray. Look at that, we still have some remaining. You can make yourself a munchkin or mini donut. This one might be a little too small, but I think we can manage. I think this is good. Might be small though. Measure this one over here. This one's gonna be tiny. But yeah, you know, utilize everything. Don't waste anything. All right, we got a mini one right here. So we're gonna go ahead and cover this again for another hour. Just like this. And then I'll move this one. Yeah, let's cover this one too, a little bit like that. Just like that, and then this will go on top, and we're gonna proof it once more. Moment I've been waiting for. Let me go ahead and fry these things. So I'm gonna try one at a time. And we're on low heat, and here we go. All right. Looking good so far. It looks like a donut. And with donuts, you gotta constantly flip them so that they get whatever they need on both sides. But you want these to be golden brown. The important part is they change shape at least. Alright, Panda Gang, so I'm just gonna make the powdered sugar mixture for this recipe. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the powdered sugar in. And like I said, just making it traditional what I know. Then I'm gonna pour some of this strawberries, sliced in some sugar in it. Without the strawberries, I just want the juice. Yeah. I'm gonna stir this. So it's already pink, but I want it a little red. So also I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract, like half a cap. Not even, probably like, yeah, that's plenty right there. Luckily with powdered sugar, you can always add to it. It's actually pretty good. All right, let me just add a little bit of red to this. Oh, that's a lot of red. Okay, this is the color I want. Yep, this is the color I want. Let's go ahead and add that on the donut. All right, guys, so it's the moment we've been waiting for. I'm gonna do the dip and the sprinkles on camera. So to show you guys, let's see. All right, so I'm a little nervous, but we'll see if the overall product is good or not. So that's the frosting. But so far it doesn't look too bad with the powdered sugar. So here's that, and I'm gonna add some sprinkles on it. All right, and there you have it. Homer's Donuts. It looks good. All right, Panda Gang, final verdict. We must taste what we have created. So far, it looks good. See, it looks like the actual donut. It is, however, a little more dense than I would have pictured. I think maybe I over kneaded it, but it's not too bad. Okay, well, here goes nothing. Oh, it's not that bad. Actually pretty good. Look. We got that nice donut-y texture going on. Okay, donut, come through. Now my only critique is I think I'm not really a fan of like icing and stuff, but I feel like the icing is a bit sweet. And although I did over knead slightly, it's not bad. It's still edible. Maybe a 3-year-old or a 5-year-old will enjoy this way more than I am, you know. But other than that, it's not bad. Okay. So, my overall rating for this, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. All because I wanted it to be a little bit more fluffy because it is a little packed in, like you guys can see. A little bit more on the fluffy side would have been nice. And the icing is too sweet for me. I don't know how Homer does it. He got it though. I'm gonna save all the donuts for him. But yeah, I definitely made donuts. That Panda Gang be winning. But if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to Panda Punch that like button. Let me know in the comment section which recipe you guys want me to recreate next. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys so much for your support. And if you haven't watched the Gotcha Pork one, I'll leave it up here for you guys. Other than that, Panda versus food will continue. Alright guys, and until next time, bye!